battle of backyard legends and promising new pros carry on the Southern tradition of slinging sauce and trash talk, rubbing ribs and irritating egos. More than mere smoking chickens and partying with the pig in the pines, come on and get baptized in the cotton-picking cooking culture. A roaring rowdy fight to the finish for the coveted Governor's Cup down in Sweet Home, Alabama.
You're watching Bama-Q, and I'm Lisa Blackwell. Today, we're in scenic Winchester, Tennessee at High On The Hog, where the menu is broader than basic barbecue. The teams have to show they've got the chops on other dishes, 4 on Friday and 1 on Saturday. Everyone has to turn in sausage and pork loin dishes and can also enter wings, burgers, and dessert. Multiply that by the 43 pro teams and 28 backyard teams, and that's a lot of variety for these pitmasters who are competing for a purse of $18,000. Let's see what they can do with an expanded menu. So this competition has got 5 ancillaries. So talk to me a little bit about ancillaries. Why have an ancillary in the contest?
A lot of times they have sponsors, and the sponsors then give extra prize money. And so this gives you an opportunity to kind of do other foodie type things. I'm doing a sausage, pork loin, and burger in the dessert. This particular one, having sausage, is our first one that we have to do, is provided by Wampler Sausage. And so I actually made a bread pudding that has sausage incorporated into it. So it's going to have the sweet and it's going to have the savory as well as a little bit of kick.
Did you enjoy ancillaries?
I love the ancillaries because, I mean, it gives me a way to do part of the competition because I'm not the one that's staying up all night cooking the meats and so forth. That's Scott's position. And I want him to be the outside guy and me to be the inside girl. I love that. What do you think about that? Does that look good? Or is that too big for that plate?
It's a little big.
So I need to cut it down a little bit. And then put that one in there. All right, and then we put the little spoons. Do we want to stab them in the middle? Go for it.
I want to ruin it. Perfect blend of country music.
Here we go.
The sauce is pretty much all Congo kick this time. Just a little bit of more stuff in there. It's basically all Congo kick. The problem with the ancillaries, when you say chicken wings, some people may think if it doesn't taste like Frank's Red Hot, you know, or it's just straight classic buffalo wings, then it's wrong. Other people may want barbecue, so it's such a hit and miss with it. Yeah, just filling up the box. I try to put the stuff that I want to make sure they eat first. Make it easily accessible, right? I mean, they're only going to take typically a wing out of each box. After you've had like your 37th wing, no matter how much you love wings, you get a little tired of them.
Why is it important for a contest to have ancillaries?
Well, I typically don't usually do them, and after the catastrophe, as you know, last weekend in Gadsden where the syrup burned over in my trailer, we had a burner issue, and it made this eye not work. So on the sausage entry, we're going to actually make Mexican quesadillas, but we're going to use sausage to give it the twist. And then I'm going to do the wings, so while he's cooking this and we got the grill heating, I'm going to start on the wings. The first one is due at 6:30. That's the sausage. 30 minutes later, the next one is due, which is the wings. 30 minutes later, the pork cutlet. 30 minutes later, burgers.
And how do you feel about it, trying to do this? It's a bit of a challenge doing this and trying to get ready for barbecue.
Oh, yeah. I think sometimes it might hinder, you know, because I'm not as skilled at doing this. I'm skilled at just the barbecue. So I think it's going to be a little hard because literally we have to come back from the last turn-in and light our smoker. I know that I like wings, and since the judges are just the general public, I'm not going to do something that's classically trained like my background.
Now, are you winging it, or
I'm
do you have a
winging it.
recipe?
No, I'm winging it, but with the more stuff, it's pretty easy because it's really flavorful. You really don't have to add anything to it. If you want to make a traditional one.
This is making me hungry.
Is it? Yes. Turn it down just a little bit. Uh-oh. Somebody just drove over the water main.
The best gourmet pork with superior tenderness and mouth-watering flavor comes from Compart Family Farms. With over 50 years of select breeding, Compart Duroc pork has become the universal choice for barbecue champions. They offer a full range of cuts online with direct delivery to your home. Buy direct at CompartDuroc.com and use their cooking tips and recipes to enjoy juicy, healthy pork. There is a difference. Buy direct at CompartDuroc.com and enjoy.
Do you have problems with nasty flare-ups when grilling your food? Most grills are prone to flare-ups, and always at the wrong time, especially when you're grilling expensive, beautifully marbled ribeyes or anything wrapped with bacon. Grill grates are interlocking raised rail panels that form a new grilling surface on any grill. Juices drip into the valleys where they sizzle, vaporize, and smoke back as flavor. Champions, chefs, and restaurateurs have all embraced grill grates. You've got great grilling ahead. I guarantee it.
I had a dream, a beautiful dream. I couldn't believe how real it seemed. Up on stage, in a field of green, on the winding river, and a song you'll sing. When I wake up, I'll see you here in Montgomery, where dreams come true.
At least I can water the grass. I mean, you know, I cannot believe I just did that.
Count it down for Chester. Where are we today?
Good morning here in Winchester, Tennessee at the High On The Hog Festival.
31st year.
2018, 31st year. We're going to get the day started off right with a
First toast of the morning. Refreshment of the morning, yes.
3, 2, 1, there.
Oh, yeah. Good luck,
Good luck and roll tide.
2104. Yeah, just a few seconds.
You're good. This is official clock where they have to turn in 5 minutes before or 5 minutes after. And it goes around to all the teams. They synchronize their time with it.
I'm here with Brenda Long, event organizer for High On The Hog. And Brenda, tell me a little bit about what's going on here.
Well, we're having our 31st annual High On The Hog Festival here in Winchester, Tennessee. We've grown from, started out to be a Main Street project for the city, and I think we had 5 cooking teams the very first year, and now we have a field today of 44 teams.
Talk to me a little bit about your ancillaries, because you have quite a few here, and
Yes.
you also have a new one.
Yes, we do. It's a way to give the cooking teams a way to make extra monies. It's also a way for us to say thank you to our sponsors.
And you've got a little carnival here on the side
yes.
too.
It's ran by our Kiwanis Club here locally, and the money that's derived from this festival go back into the community.
Hey, Chester.
Lisa, what's happening? How are you today? Everybody good?
Good. How did it go last night with the ancillaries?
It was amazing last night. So I kind of brought a ringer in. I hate to tell everybody that, but Shane Draper with the Grill of Grills, he teamed up with me on the ancillaries. And the pork loin he did helped me with. I mean, he carved that thing. We had spinach in there and cheeses and wrapped it up and rolled it. And when he sliced that pork loin, it had
I had a bite of that.
Yeah, it was really good.
That was awesome. Yeah. Your sausage turn-in sounded really interesting. Tell me about that one.
Well, it's a dip.
The name? Yeah, it's a dip. Yeah.
It's the Hissy Fit dip. So it's kind of a take on a Rotel dip with sausage and some cheeses and some other things that I really can't mention because I might use it again down the road.
It's a secret. How do you think that you might do with the ancillaries, knowing what you had to turn in?
I think we got 2 calls in us.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think we'll be top 10 in probably all of them.
Rumor has it that pit crew disqualified last night in pork loin. Let's go find out what happened.
She's coming at a busy time.
Of course. Hey, we just want to ask you really quick about what happened last night. We understand that you DQ'd in pork loin.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, you know, we turned in at the wrong time.
Uh-oh.
So I guess the paperwork got read incorrectly, but we had a great entry.
Oh no, so
Yeah.
you got switched around and you
Yeah.
thought it was at a different time.
Yep.
Oh,
Bobby
no.
went to take it because I kept saying, what's the time, so we went with 8 o'clock. Turns out that was the burger turn-in. It's our first DQ though.
How does that affect you with the rest of the competition? Because that was mandatory,
It was
right?
mandatory. Well, luckily, he said they counted it as a turn-in.
Now, according to the judge last night, because I asked her, she goes, you entered, you turned it in,
Yeah.
you just got DQ'd, so
Yeah.
we should be eligible for the
The
extra
bonus
money
money.
if we
Yeah.
are in the money.
Okay, well, we'll come back and check in with you a little later on. All right?
All right.
Okay, good luck.
Roll Tide.
How'd you do in the ancillaries yesterday? I mean, how did that all come out? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, again, as usual, our mode of operandi for our ancillaries is, okay, we think about it and then don't practice it and come here and, go, oh, crap, we should have practiced this. We also created a sauce that was a sriracha honey.
And I had a taste of it. It was awesome.
Yeah, and we put some
Yes.
Timber Creek apple pie in there, and it was fantastic sauce.
Yeah, you think you might have a chance. Sometimes when you think you do really bad, you end up doing really well.
Yeah, I don't know. We're usually a hot mess here for the
Yeah,
ancillaries.
it tasted good, but it didn't look all that good. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I've got pictures, yeah.
I was a target. I was wrongly accused of being loud in the cook's
But
menu.
rightfully prosecuted.
Grilla Grills are built to deliver great championship barbecue flavor. The original Grilla turned the industry on its head by featuring a unique airflow that enhanced barbecue smoke flavor, creating a style like no other. The classic silverback wood pellet smoker delivers a rich wood flavor evenly across a large cooking surface for a quick meal. And don't forget Kong, a versatile ceramic Komodo grill, ideal for grilling, smoking, baking, and roasting. Buy direct at grillagrills.com.
Authentic is what you're made of. It's what drives everything you do, everything you create. Being authentic is not what you tell people about yourself. Authentic is what others see you do. In every situation, no compromise. Timber Creek, made from the best local grains and fruit, selected for quality and crafted with care to create the very taste of authenticity.
Cooking great barbecue begins with the right fire. Consistent temperatures slowly bring out the best championship flavors. B&B Charcoal is especially designed for cooks who take their barbecue seriously. When it's all natural, a little goes a long way. Available as wood fuel pellets, lump charcoal, briquettes, champion char logs, and hardwoods. Since 1961, family owned and operated in the heart of Texas. The consistent temperature of B&B Charcoal will give you the championship edge.
Today we're going to make a pork chop and we're going to glaze it with honey Dijon ginger kind of glaze using some of the great products that we have here today. We're going to start off with a Compart Duroc piece of pork, pork loin. And I like to use the boneless pork loin because you can make these into chops, you can use it whole on the grill. We're going to cut them about a ½ inch thick, maybe a little bit fatter. I like to just season them with just a little bit of salt and pepper. And then let those sit for just a minute and we'll make up the marinade. So what I do for the marinade is really easy. You can make it in just a few minutes. You can make it ahead of time. Keep it in the fridge. That way you have it for a quick, easy meal during the week. Mixed up a little bit of the Stubbs chili lime ginger. And then we got some French's honey Dijon mustard. Put a little bit of that, and I'll tell you, I don't measure. I just squeeze and mix until it tastes good. A little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of honey. This sauce, when you put it all together, it's got kind of an Asian flair to it, but a little bit of zing from the mustard, and then the Stubbs give it a little bit of zing too. The honey adds you some back sweet, and then the soy sauce adds that Asian flair to it. So it pairs really nicely with pork. So now we've let the meat sweat and sit with a little bit with the salt and pepper on it, pull out some of the flavor of the pork, and then you're gonna put your meat on the grill. We're gonna do them on some grill grates, which are the most phenomenal product out there. It controls flare-ups. It allows you to char and make your grill marks on the meat. So we have this at about 350. We're gonna cook them for just a few minutes on each side because they're thin, they're not gonna take a whole lot of time, there's not a bone. And then we're gonna put some of the glaze on it with a brush. Grill those for just a few seconds on each side just to set the sauce and caramelize the sugars in it a little bit, and do those on each side again for just a few minutes. All right, I'm telling you, the smell of this pork is fantastic. We've cut the pork up, juices are oozing on the cutting board. Want to let them sit for a few minutes. We have some great Compart Duroc pork with a little bit of Asian flair glaze to put on it, and we're gonna dig in.
Not gonna let them catch me, no. Not gonna let them catch the midnight rider.
Hey, we're Bees Knees BBQ team from Huntsville, Alabama, and we came here to Winchester, Tennessee, and we're looking forward to bringing home the participation trophy here. We're cooking on some local driftwood out of the lake here, and we flavored all of our barbecue with love, and we're just ready to go. Jeff and I have taken off some time from our pole vaulting side gig that we do. We've gained a little bit of weight, so they've cut us off from that because we broke a couple of poles, but I'm glad Bama-Q's here. No, we're the wild card. We're a wild card team. We only cook in about 8 competitions a year, and we just come to aggravate Robert and Lex mainly.
I did my part perfect. You're so good. I'm just so humbled to be able to work with you.
Yes, you are. Do a good job. That's kind of what I like.
It's amazing these are blander.
Well, we'll have to hit them with a little sauce at the end, a little seasoning.
Ready to put our ribs on. These have been sitting out for about 2 hours, getting nice and seasoned up. Suzanne's put her finishing touches on it. Now we're gonna close this up, let them go for about an hour or so, and then we'll take another look at them. We're getting ready to pull a brisket off, put it in some foil, put a little au jus in it. It's been in since 2 o'clock this morning. Absolutely fabulous. Looks just like the one we cooked last week. The thing you don't want to do is you don't want to pour that au jus over the top. You don't want to mess up that nice part. So we're gonna very slowly pour that down. Special recipe handed down through the family. It's something that we've worked on for a long time over the years. A lot of our stuff we've kind of tweaked over time to make it better, to make it more to that's what I say, the judge's liking, not necessarily what I like. If I'm cooking at home, that's different. If I'm cooking for the judges, it's a different flavor. So if you come to the house, you're gonna get something a little hotter, a little spicier, more than likely.
All right, so chicken's going in. He's gonna take ribs out. And then I'm gonna go wrap ribs while he pulls this butt out and checks the tenderness factor. So I'm gonna do some extra ribs. I did a whole extra rack. Last week, I don't know why we got kind of killed in ribs.
What did they say about your ribs? You said you got killed in them. I mean, what was the comment?
Well, I thought they were a little bit hot, but they didn't say that. They just didn't. I think the tenderness, we were off a little bit.
Okay.
So I've got a chance here. I've got a couple of them that are real thick and some that are a little bit thinner, so I'm hoping, you know, one of them will hit the tenderness where it needs to be.
Chester's killing some time before his brisket turn in. Oh, did you know there's a lot of singing and dancing in barbecue?
I think I'm gonna leave. I just gave them one drink. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Interesting pants.
Yeah, we just started doing this this year and last year.
Why do you do thighs instead of legs?
They're more forgiving, for one. Our process in prepping thighs is so much easier than what we've been seeing in legs.
We've tried the legs, it just hasn't worked for us. So
Yeah.
I think we're good there.
So that's gonna sit on there for another about 10 minutes or so. And then we should be good. We'll take it off and he'll put it on he'll separate them between what is sexy and what is not. And then we'll go ahead and box them.
Hey guys, we're back here at Winchester, Tennessee, the origination of Bushy. Several years ago, we were here at the contest playing carnival rides, and we had an accident on one of the carnival rides, and instead of having a carnival, we got this gorilla as our mascot, and she's been with us ever since, and we're glad to have her. Let's pull this bad boy out and see what she looks like. I like to take most of this off before I cut it because that way I don't have to trim it too much when I'm done. Well, it's slicing pretty good. I'm not going to complain yet, but you can see it's slicing right up nicely. I believe that'll pass, brothers. We're going to let that float and cool off for a minute. In about 10 minutes, we're going to box that up and send it to the judges.
Now tell me, Addison, you feel your dad should have a good chance here. Tell me why.
Because this place right where we here are now is called Winchester, and my dad's name is Chester, and the win is for him.
There you go.
Bush Hog's line of zero-turn mowers are turning heads as a solid investment you can depend on. And now, they have 48 months free interest on all models. So whether you're a lawn care professional who requires productivity and dependability, or a homeowner who wants professional results, there's a model to fit your needs. Bush Hog equipment is built Bush Hog Tough in Selma, Alabama, and is sold locally by local qualified dealers since 1951. Cooking great barbecue begins with the right fire. Consistent temperatures slowly bring out the best championship flavors. B&B charcoal is especially designed for cooks who take their barbecue seriously. When it's all natural, a little goes a long way. Available as wood fuel pellets, lump charcoal, briquettes, champion char logs, and hardwoods. Since 1961, family owned and operated in the heart of Texas. The consistent temperature of B&B charcoal will give you the championship edge.
You only have one chance of laying them in there right.
How are you doing for time?
Pretty good.
So the window just opened a minute ago.
Bobby says it tastes good.
Well, let's hope that it does.
Addison and Chester III, my son, won me a pig last night at the balloon toss.
What a cute piggy.
And this is Wilbur. This is our new good luck charm. So hopefully he's going to score today. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
We're used to
We got a lucky
perfection.
charm. Maybe we'll get a lucky table. So let's go, Sweet Pea.
It's a race to the finish. Gotta turn in on time or be disqualified. The cooks had a full plate this weekend with 5 ancillary contests and the full barbecue turn-in. Everyone's fired up to snag one of those cool trophies and some cash. Let's see who walks away a winner.
Hunter Bohannon. Southport. Jiggy Piggy. The Specialist. Smoke Me Silly. The Pit Crew, Georgia. Fourth place overall, Bush League BBQ. With a score of 699.9312, our grand champion of the 31st High On The Hog Barbecue Festival, Hot Cold BBQ.
Well, I'm here with Tony at Bush League, and he really did well today. First in ribs, third in pork, and fourth overall. Tony, how excited are you?
This is an awesome experience for me. I just got to thank all the people that helped me get here. which is most of the Bama-Q teams and a few others. So thank you guys for helping me all through this process. You know, I have not finished this high in a long time, so I am so proud of the way the team's done and what we've done. So it's just a good thing, and I'm glad.
And what was a highlight today of your cook? Anything interesting tell us about?
The highlight of today's cook was just being consistent. We've done what we've done for the last 10 weeks, and it just turned out better today, and so I'm so excited that it did.
And you're hoping to recreate that again, huh?
I'm going to do that again in Whistle Stop in 2 weeks.
All right, well, congratulations, Tony.
Thank you so much.
Good job, you bet.
Appreciate it.
High on the Hog is history. The Alabama Barbecue Association walked away with 19 top awards and placed in 6 of the top 10 places. Congratulations to Reserve Grand Champions Big Blue Q. Join us next time as the Bama-Q pros continue their tradition of slinging sauce, talking trash, and battling it out for the top awards. Roll Tide!
That's what I like to hear. See? Roll Tide.